Welcome back. Hello, my name is Tracy and welcome to my home here in Sussex, England. This week we're in the bedroom, the main bedroom, master bedroom, primary bedroom, however you term it, it's the biggest bedroom in the house. And it's a little bit echoey because I've taken all the accessories out and given it all a good clean, and I'm going to start from scratch. I'm not going to be spending any money. I'm going to be shopping my home, and it's all going to be in the cozy rustic neutrals that I absolutely love. Let's get into it.
So let's start with the bed. Well, quite frankly, the bed is the focal point in a bedroom. Now, gone are the days when I have crisp white linen, beautifully ironed. I go for a much more relaxed vibe these days. I love all the washed linen that's around at the moment. It's super cool to sleep with, it keeps me warm in winter, and one huge bonus is that it doesn't need ironing. I like to mix up the colours, the patterns, and play around with the textures all the time, creating a relaxed, comfortable feel. All the bedding here came from either Marks and Spencer's or TK Maxx HomeSense. And the bed itself is a Super King, and there are drawers underneath. It's a divan bed, which is ideal for storing all of the bedding. The chaise was an auction find, and aside from giving it a good clean, distressing the legs slightly and painting the underneath white, I didn't really need to do anything to it. I love a light, airy feel in a room, and particularly in a bedroom. I don't use curtains, I sleep in an eye mask, and I just don't like to impede that light coming in through the windows, so I do keep that very minimal. The lamp here was originally silver and I upcycled it with white chalk paint. The shade is made of wool, so it gives that lovely texture. And the flex I've wrapped in coir. I do have a video on doing this. Any of the videos that I mention, I will link in the description below for you to have a look at if you're interested. I like to mirror the bedside tables, or nightstands as you may call them, either side of the bed. This ornate drawer unit was, again, surprise, surprise, another auction find that I upcycled. I've recently done another paint effect on it. It's been various guises over the years. The ornate mirror above it is actually plastic and it was black. I think I only paid about £10 for it. And I've done a paint effect on, I've created texture and then overlaid dark wax on it. I've got various videos on revamping mirrors and using filler and so on to create texture in paint. Again, I'll link those below. I do have a weakness for mirrors. I love to decorate with them. I love the way they bring light into a room. They just create so much visual interest. And of course you can pick them up so cheaply at auctions, at thrift stores, charity shops. So I always have my mirador switched on. You'll see several of these torchères, these plant stands dotted around the house. I do find that they come up at auction quite often, generally made of good quality hardwood, very easy to upcycle, and they're ideal in the corner of a room just to elevate, and you can decorate them with plants, flowers. I love the stone pots on them. And this is an orange terracotta one that I lightened using my filler technique. Another technique I like to use with mirrors is to layer up. So I'm always on the lookout for small mirrors as well. Basically, I'm on the lookout for any size of mirror. The shutter there is actually a screen that opens out into 3 panels. And I tend to use it in the winter months when the leaves come off the trees. There are 2 sets of French doors in the bedroom, so I have exactly the same shutter arrangement on the other side of the room by the bath. The French doors open out onto a Juliet balcony, well, 2 Juliet balconies, and I got my local blacksmith to make them up for me to my designs. The ladder here is actually a very long old wooden ladder that was cut in half, and I picked it up at Ardingly Antiques Fair. I think I only paid about £10 for it, but it's fabulous for hanging the blankets on. The top one is a scarf that's just too beautiful to put in a drawer. The bench in front of the radiator, I picked up 2 of these at auction. They were covered in white gloss paint and I just sanded them back and white waxed them. The tub chair is one of a set of 4 that I've recently done a makeover on. These have been painted and waxed and they were picked up for £5 a chair. I've got 2 of these big old vases and they were picked up from Home Sense on one of my first ever trips there. I'm adding some more pampas grass. This is real grass, it came from a neighbour. The large mirror behind the bath was originally from eBay several houses back, and it was silver, but it's had a paint effect on it since. And why spend money on a fancy bath board when an offcut of scaffold board will do the trick? All the books in this room have come from an auction find where they were damaged. So I've pulled together all the ones with broken covers, ripped, falling apart, and taken them off and then wrapped them with string, piled them up, because I love the colour, I love the tone in them. And as I always say, one man's trash is this woman's treasure. The windows above the sinks have such wonderful views, so I always try to keep any displays here really quite low. I don't want anything to impede the views. Again, there are no curtains here, no blinds. It's just such a treat to be stood in this bathroom and watching the birds fly by, the squirrels fighting in the trees, the stars at night. It's an absolute delight. So at this point, I'm debating whether to bring some greenery and flowers into the room. But actually, I'm quite happy with how it is. So I think I'll just enjoy the flora and fauna from up here. After all of that, I think it's time for a soak in the tub and a nice chilled glass of wine. I do hope you've enjoyed the decorating this week, and I'd love to see you back here next week. Take care.